of what your money does across the country in a way that's very personal to me this year. So a little background on me. I have been with the planning committee for 4 years now. For that, I was a participant at the College of Rockport's relay. And I started because my paternal grandmother was a breast cancer survivor. And given my family history, I knew I had a darn good shot at also having breast cancer if something didn't change. So I started relaying, and it's obviously become a very close family. This year changed a few things for me. This year, a lot of my worlds came together, not in a way that I ever thought they would. In February, my grandmother fell, just had a normal fall, and was taken into the hospital just for just an x-ray, just to see if everything was okay. And on the x-ray, they found a mass in her lung. And with all the work that I do here, I know that a mass in the lung is probably not good. So obviously we all jumped to the worst conclusions. My family waited for weeks until we actually got the news that it was cancer. And it's during this time that I actually found out my grandma's a survivor. All of these years that I've done this work, and I had no idea because she didn't talk about it. She survived gynecological cancer when I was a kid, and apparently the family just never talked about it. But now it was back, and it was in her lung. So we all talked about it. So we waited a long time. We finally got the diagnosis. And then it took even longer to find out, well, what do we do from here? What's the treatment? I remember sitting at my desk at a new job and literally just staring out my window for an entire 24 hours because I couldn't pay attention to anything, waiting to find out what the deal was. And the deal was pretty good. Something we never even imagined was a possibility. My grandmother's treatment for her cancer is a hormone pill. She will take the rest of her life, but the cancer will be gone. It will kill it, and she will be cancer-free. And that's pretty incredible. This kind of goes back to what Jill was saying earlier. A couple of years ago, that was not an option. Grandma would have gotten worse. She would have had to do chemo and radiation. And given her already kind of unstable health, that probably wouldn't have ended very well. So the fact that this tiny little pill can extend my grandmother's life so she can see me walk down the aisle or continue to see her 17 grandchildren grow up is pretty incredible. And this year, I got an even better understanding of what this funding does, obviously in terms of funding a pill that will save my grandmother's life. I now work for the University of Rochester, and a part of my job is I work very closely with researchers across the campus to help get their projects funded. And then that includes cancer researchers. And at the same time that we were waiting for information on my grandma, I was working with a pediatric cancer specialist and his work and trying to get it funded. It was a really weird moment. But it all didn't come together for me until I went to our relay kickoff earlier this year, and we had a UR researcher show up and talk about his work. And he had been funded by the American Cancer Society. And like we've said this whole time, every single penny you raise goes to something like this UR researcher who explained to us his research and what he's doing to find the cure for cancer. So I listened to his story. He stopped talking. A video played. I don't know what the video said. I have no idea. Because I was too busy crying uncontrollably. All of my lives had come together. That little light bulb clicked. That the work I have done for all of these years with Relay for Life, perhaps, and other relayers across the country, that money that we raised went to the American Cancer Society, who then gave it to a researcher, who then finished his work on that pill that is saving my grandma's life. That's a pretty incredible connection to make while sitting, watching a video with half a glass of wine. And sobbing uncontrollably. And Jill asked me to kind of come up here and talk about that story, and I thought, well, that's not a very long story. I'm not going to have much of a speech. But the more I think about it, the more this is why we're all here. Grandma came today. She was here, and she went to the Survivor tent. I forced her to do it. She got a t-shirt, she got a free bag, which she loved. Hand sanitizer is big for my grandma. And just to have her here and to know that I get to share her story and that she gets to be here and see me walk down the aisle or do everything else that I want to do while she's here is pretty incredible. And it's because of you guys. And that's what the Fight Back ceremony is all about, because everything we do here today is fighting back against cancer. And we are having proof day after day that the work we're doing is really making a difference. It made a difference this year for me. It'll make a difference next year for you. Help us continue to help others have grandmas for a long, long time. Thank you so much for coming, guys. You're amazing.
Thanks, Emily. That was amazing, and I don't think anyone could have ever said that better. So thank you for sharing that story. That was amazing. And all of you are amazing. You're all fighting back. You're here. You've been here for at least 12 hours, and you chose to spend your entire Saturday with us for a reason. You're engaged. This is important to you. And think back to a very long time ago during our opening ceremonies. 80% of everything the American Cancer Society is able to do is because of funds raised through Relay for Life events, because of all of you. So, I'd like to invite my event leads up here, Christine Trapani, Angelina Hilton, and Laura Leah, to share what we've all been waiting for, our total. And the fun part is, so Angelina did count with me, but other than Angelina and myself, Laura and Christine also do not know the total, so they will be finding out at the same time as you. So I'm going to turn this microphone over and unfold this magical piece of paper for them.
Okay, our totals are $80,619.23. That is amazing. All because of you guys and everything that you did to help fundraise and make today possible. Wow.
I thought 30,000.
I don't know if you guys remember.
I'm glad I was
But
wrong.
last year, at the end of Relay, we ended the night with like 41,000. So we doubled last year.
Light is winning. Light is winning.
I made it almost through this whole thing without crying, thank you. But that I'm like blown away. That's so amazing. So let's what do we have, like about 20 minutes or so left. I would love it if everyone would join another lap with us to celebrate this. I mean, that is an amazing accomplishment. I'm so proud to be a part of this.
So we're going to take one final lap together in the spirit of fighting back. And on your way out tonight, if any of you decorated Luminari bags and you'd like to take them home with you, please feel free. And again, thank you so much for coming out and joining us.
Already got mine.
Thank you for everything that you do, and we hope to see you next year.
I'll be there. I'll be there.